And now, introducing the new SneakyG Man store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in SneakyG Man store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for SneakyG Man merch. So please, check it out, dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. Water Hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M replica trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, a.k.a. Sergeant M's replica trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
You're listening to Make It Count, the SneakyG podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants. Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG. What is going on, people? What is up? Happy Tuesday. The draft is over. It's complete. I hope everybody enjoyed their team. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about the draft. We're going to talk about, what you rate your team, what grade you would give your squad. But I want to touch on something real quick. All right. Hold on. Let me turn this fan off. Okay. There we go. So I did a TikTok about Will Levis, okay? And there's a reason why. There's a reason why. You don't disappoint the fans. Why? Because the fans is what pays your paycheck. Okay. No fans. I mean, there'd be no team. Let's be honest. Okay. And I would say this for anybody, because those that have followed me throughout this journey, you guys know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers, right? You guys know that he's not my favorite quarterback, okay? And why he's not my favorite quarterback? Because he lied, okay? He lied. We're not going to get into what he lied. He just lied, all right? If you want to talk about it, come on the show, ask the question, and I'll answer it for you. So the draft experience, I will say this, especially for those that are in this inner circle, it's a time to for the players, the rookies that are being drafted in the specific rounds, those that are there. Okay, if you feel or don't feel or believe or don't believe that you're going to be a top draft pick, but you still show up in the green room, of course, it's an invite. The NFL has to invite you to be there. Okay. And the ideal is obviously you get to share the moment with your family. You get to, go on TV, you get to put a hat on, you get to hug the commissioner, get the jersey, take the pictures. But there's something else that I noticed that they at times don't really show on TV, and that's when the player gets to meet the fans. They're basically the first fans they're going to meet in their rookie NFL career, and they get to embrace them. They get to meet with them, high five, hug, whatever. Okay. And case in point, when Philly made their pick, the guy walked right by me. I said, I hate the Eagles, but congratulations. It is what it is. But anyway, I digress. Will Levis did not show up the second day. And I would not make this a big deal had he not put a video out saying, if I know I'm going to be drafted the first round, I'll be there. But if I'm going to be drafted in the second round, I'm not going to be there. I don't want the cameras in my face. Let me tell you something. I'm not a Geno Smith fan. I don't hate the guy either. Okay. But he was drafted on the second day. Not only was he drafted on the second day, he came out, hugged the commissioner, and then he met with the Jets, because that's who drafted him in the second round. I can't remember the player, but he was drafted by Detroit in day 2. And he was, now granted, Levis was not the only, or Will was not the only one that left. There were four players that didn't show up the next day. But if I'm not mistaken, please call me out if I'm wrong. Call me out if I am wrong. He was the only one that made the post on I don't know, it was all over YouTube, okay, and you can see it on my TikTok. He's the only one, to me. You know what, I'm just gonna say it, and I hope he sees this. I would love to have the conversation with him. I would love for him to come on the show, and if I can make amends with Tiki Barber, I can make amends with anybody. And for that fact, Will Levis is not, I'm not gonna say I'm going to root against him, but I'm probably going to root against him. And the only reason being is you robbed the Tennessee Titan fan base of a moment that you could have shared with them, and it would have spoke volumes. I mean, volumes rather than, leaving because you didn't get your way. It's not in my eyes. I mean, who am I? Did I get drafted? No. Am I jealous that he got drafted? No, not at all. Not the least. But I'll tell you what, if I had a feeling, I'll put it this way. If I got an invite to the NFL, I would have stayed there until they called my name. I don't care if it's the first round or the 7th round. Why? Because I'm going to tell you this. The gentleman, it hurts me, I can't remember his name. Detroit Lions drafted him. Hold on a sec. He said he had obligation. I don't believe that. Chris, I'm sorry. I don't believe that. And I'm going to tell you why I don't believe that. Go check out my TikTok and what he said. His words. So, guys, those that don't know, Cowboy Chris, shout out Cowboy Chris, which we didn't even meet up together at the draft. Cowboy Chris said he left because he had obligations on that Friday. I'm going to call BS on that. Only reason being is because he said on that video, if I know I'm not going to be drafted in the first round, I'm not going to be there. Had he not would have had that video, you know what? I wouldn't have. I'd be like, okay, good. All right. But hold on a sec. Kurt says he's a spoiled ass. I'm not going to go all there. Who didn't get his way. If you guys want to see what Kurt says, you could watch this and check it out. Yeah, Will Levis, it's not a good look, man. Not a good look at all. Those that don't know, the Giants, we'll talk about the grade here in a second on how they drafted. I'm going to save my grade for last. They The Giants picked up Andre Thomas's fifth year option, so we at least got him for another couple more years. I'm excited about that. With the center, with the 2 tackles and the guard, I think we're gonna be all right. I think we're gonna be all right. Kurtz also said he also refused to do workouts for half of the NFL teams because he thought he was getting drafted in the top 10. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I bet you when he wasn't picked up by the Colts, that probably I hope it humbled him a little bit. I hope it humbled him. Craig says we know you're great. You don't know. You think you know, but you don't know. You don't know. Ant.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, man? How you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Living,
Good.
Yeah.
Although
I don't know if it was the I was really busting my ass at work the last couple of weeks. I don't know if it was that. I don't know if it was just sleeping wrong or whatever, but I did something to my back.
Yeah.
It's like stiff, but I'm gonna make it work today.
There you go.
Greg says, I think the Colts made the right choice. I agree. I think Richardson's going to be a beast for them this year. I think he's going to be a beast.
Yeah.
And what you got? What's on your mind?
All right. So I'm going to do this for fun. Everybody knows that I'm not a big fan of on paper, and I'm definitely not a big fan of who won the draft. Because as far as I'm concerned, you know who won the draft? Whoever can use those players that they drafted to win the Super Bowl. That's who won the draft.
Right.
Because that's what it comes down to. I don't care if you got all top 10 players on trades for whatever. If they don't produce and you don't win the Super Bowl, nobody won the draft. Having said that, I give the Giants an A-, B+. The proof is in the pudding. The Eagles had a phenomenal draft. The Cowboys got better. The Commanders got better. I mean, I've said this before.
How do you feel the Cowboys got better?
Huh?
How do you believe the Cowboys got better?
Their run stopper from Michigan.
Oh, that's right.
And that's what they needed because they were among the not so great teams in
run stop off.
Run stopping. Yeah. So they picked up a beast. I got to say, like, I made a TikTok about the what's the kid's name? Vaughn. His last name is Vaughn. Shoot.
About, you mean the running back?
Yeah, his dad is the he's one of the higher ups. He's like a scouting, big guy
executive. Yeah,
within the organization. And I just thought it was a cool thing. And when they showed him calling his son, and he asked his son, "Do you want to come to work with me next week?" and started tearing up. I started tearing up. So it was definitely a cool moment.
Deuce Vaughn.
That's it, Deuce Vaughn.
Deuce Vaughn. Yeah, Kurt sent it.
Thanks, Kurt.
Yeah, apparently Kurt is giving you a win for giving the Giants an A-, B+, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they had a bad draft. In fact, if you want to look at it in a certain way, we got one of the top 4 receivers in the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
We got the guy we coveted in the 2nd round. And rumor has it that the Giants tried to trade up to get Zay Flowers. I'm sorry. I didn't think Flowers was the guy for this team. I think Hyatt is a better fit. And I like the fact that we went and got Banks from Maryland,
yeah,
who was touted as the number 2 DB in the draft. So,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, overall, our first 3 round picks were basically potential 1st round picks.
Yeah, that's facts. I think we did. I knew for a fact once, like the top wide receivers, the Quentin Thompson, the Addisons, the Flowers, once they were taken off the board, I had a gut feeling we were going to go defense.
And it's funny because if you noticed, they started with one team and it just dropped one after the other. And right before it got to us, the last one went.
Exactly. And to be fair, I'll never forget day 2 when I showed up, I saw Ryan Clark sitting on top of the booth, the little ESPN booth.
Yeah.
And we kind of locked eyes. He said, "What's up, big fella?" I'm like, "Nothing, man, just living the dream." And he said, "Who y'all picking up today?" And I said, "I know we're getting the center, and then we'll get a wide receiver." No, I said wide receiver first.
Yeah.
Then I said center, and which is what happened. Well, it flipped though, because we got the center first.
Yeah.
And then we got the wide receiver. So
I gotta ask you a question. So
what's up?
A friend of mine, we were talking, actually chatting on Facebook, because he lives in Cali right now. But we're talking, and he's telling me how the Giants got the number 2 offensive lineman. I'm sorry, he was ranked number 1. And he's like, well, ESPN. So here's the issue I have. I know guys that work at ESPN that, that's their job. I know they, have been involved with the league and everything. My thing is, I'm going to follow what NFL Network says before any of them, because these guys are NFL all day, every day, from the minute you go to sleep to the minute you wake up and then back to sleep again. I'm going to trust guys that have been on. I've said this before, and I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't trust anything that comes out of Mel Kiper's mouth. So it just bothers me when people go, well, ESPN said this, and whatever other sports networks are, FS1 said this, and I'm like, that's fine, that's good and dandy, but that's based off of their opinions. I'm gonna take opinions from the NFL Network guys, because again, with ESPN, you got those guys, and of course they got their football shows, but they're only an hour long, so you don't know how long they're actually talking about this stuff. When you go to the NFL Network, it's an all-day project. These guys study religiously.
I said this. I said this last year. Not last. I said this the other day. That and Kurt, I see you. I'll bring on here in a sec. What I want to do next year, I'm going to print out Mel Cowper's mock draft, just his first round. There's no way in hell I'm going to do all 200 and some odd players. Okay. I'm going to compare his picks to what was actually picked. Okay. And, of course it's one of those situations, let the chips fall where they may.
Right.
And, of course he's just going off of what he believes and all this, but I'm hearing a lot of people, there's a lot of discussion during the draft. And even when I went live talking about the draft, that at times, he's not correct. Now we got Greg, who defended Mount Kiper when I went live on TikTok Sunday night. He's saying that, but Mount Kiper does football. Like that's all he studies is football. And again, this is why I say next year, I'm gonna seriously print out his mock draft and just compare. Just compare. And I don't know what the cutoff will be. I don't know if what the percentage is, out of the 32 teams, because this year we only had 31 teams drafted in the first round.
Right.
And so, I'll probably do it as a percentile out of how many of the first draft he got. And then I'll make my conclusion after that. But, to say that, he doesn't, I'm not saying you said what I'm about to say, to say that he doesn't know football. Obviously, we both understand.
No, I don't doubt that he doesn't know football. Or that he knows football. I don't have a doubt about that. It just seems like, how can I put it? It's one of those, this is going to sound mean, but it shouldn't sound mean seeing as how I'm getting there. It sounds like one of those old
guys. You're saying like, look, this may offend you, but
yeah, kind of. Yeah. So it's one of those things where, you can't ask an old guy to run a gym anymore because he might hurt himself. It's one of those situations. So Mel Kiper may have been good back in the day when I wasn't watching him, but now not so much. He's not horrible, but like I said last week, even a clock is right twice a day. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So, it's like that, but it just seems like I don't know. Just
And they have that the other gentleman too that's with him that kind of go back and forth,
yeah.
which it is refreshing. It's
Oh,
refreshing to see that they go back and forth, kind of comparing each other's picks and whatnot. So
and I don't want to be a hater either because he's entertaining. I'm not going to say he's not.
right,
It's
right.
just I don't know his picks. It's like, where are you getting your information from?
I'll tell you what. Here we go. Let's bring in Kurtz real quick. All right, Kurtz, what you got? You've been wanting to come on for a while. Oh, and those that don't know, this episode is big shout out to the Northeast Streaming Sports. This is live on Roku TV.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah, we're
Oh,
live.
Well, I'm gonna buy into the Eagles hype. Be honest with you. I mean, they lost a lot, and they're filling in with rookies. And I see some of these teams like they're hyping them up, but like they're unproven guys. Like at least with us, we have two guys that have proven themselves in the past. Not saying they're still good, but Stephon Gilmore is still pretty decent. I would say top 15 cornerback. And you have Brandon Cooks, who's still technically young, but he's been bounced around. It's not like he's played trash, but he's got 1,000 yards. So like I think on every team he's been on. But that saying, I'm not buying into the Eagles hype at all, to be honest with you. And I think Jalen Carter is going to be a serious issue for them because he really has like off the field issues or something. But
Well,
I'm
I
not
mean,
really sure.
okay, barring the car accident, what other off the field issues does he have?
One sec, I pulled the whole list.
Some people were saying that he was high when he started
He
crying.
was, bro. There's no
He
way.
was.
No, the guy was crying. I mean, and I'll be honest. I'll say this: when he walked by me, he did not smell of weed. Okay, I'll say that. I'll say that.
I don't know when Philly sports guy tried to get him to do his first Eagles chant. He just looked at him and then this look of like glassy eyes.
Well, I mean, okay, for the record, he was crying. His family was there with him. Okay, and like before he walked by me, he was sitting there. He was rubbing his eyes because he was crying. And when you got look, your life has just changed. Your dreams came true, and you got some dude in face paint yelling in your ear.
Yeah.
With everything going on around you, I'm pretty sure you're not locked in to spell. You probably couldn't spell and or so or a. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a whirlwind of emotions.
Oh yeah,
when
for
it
sure.
comes to the job.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
I'm going to defend the guy because again, I did give him some crap for being being drafted by the Eagles, but
Yeah. I mean, I think there are better teams out there, and the Eagles also have a very hard schedule coming up. They don't have the cupcake schedule that they had last year, where they're playing bum teams. Like they're actually playing some decent teams this year. That's why I'm not really into the Eagles hype, to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to be like last year. Like last year, I admitted I said the Eagles were going to be a good team, but they've lost so much and they've replaced it with rookies. Like I don't. No, one of those rookies are bound to be a bust, and I'm putting my money on Jalen Carter. I don't like that guy at all. Never did.
well, if he allows the off the field issues affect him, I mean, let's be real. People died, and I'm not going to say it's not in my place to say it's his fault. I'm not going to say it's his fault. I'm not going to say I'm not saying that at all. But after they just got done with the parade, and then the tragedy happens, and I mean, Kurtz, I'm sure you played football, and I know you played football. It's a brotherhood. When you lose your brothers, it's and he's gonna have to live with that for the rest of his life.
Yeah, wasn't he like
The shoulda,
racing with
coulda,
his
woulda.
friend or something like that?
Say again.
I think he was racing with his friend or something like that, and that's how they got into the car accident. I'm trying to think. Like, it could be him or another like football player, but
It's not like he's Jalen Rager.
oh god, don't talk about him.
He murdered somebody.
Yeah. Well, that was a result of his actions.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Henry Ruggs is still in jail for that too. Like all these football players, like they need to like.
Oh, Ruggs. I said
Ruggs. Oh, you said Rager. I was like, Rager killed somebody.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was Ruggs. My bad.
Thank you. But yeah, I don't. There's too many football players getting caught in that stuff. Like they should know from their peers and stuff like that. But I don't think the NFL is doing like a good enough job to like handle that situation and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, okay, let's not talk about football. Let's talk about the NCAA tournament. You know, you had that Alabama player, you know,
Oh yeah,
who handed the gun that potentially killed somebody. And I'm not going to speculate saying that he's guilty, or I'm not going to make any kind of assumptions whatsoever. Apparently, you know, he was very cooperative in the investigation.
yeah.
He didn't, you know, we don't even know what was said when the player handed the gun to to his friend.
Yeah.
We don't know that conversation. We don't know. Maybe he felt, you know, the buddy was like, "Hey, I need to protect myself. Let me borrow that real quick." And
Yeah.
and again, we don't know the full story about the whole racing incident. Okay.
Yeah,
But
I don't
ultimately,
even
and no matter what we say, ultimately the end result is people died.
Well, the NFL usually is pretty good at covering stuff up. Like, well, at least in the past, it's usually pretty good at covering.
Yeah,
stuff up.
I don't think they're going to do that now. I think it's a different time.
Like in the 80s and 90s, you could there's so much stuff that's probably hidden. Like we don't even know.
Well, I
like,
mean,
players
possibly, you know, but of course now it's a different era. It's a different
social media.
Yep, social media, just a different, you know. I mean, even after the Ray Rice incident, you know, which
Michael Irvin too.
to be well, no, Michael Irvin. I mean, nothing even happened with Michael Irvin. I don't know what the claim is with that.
He stabbed one of our offensive linemen, and I guess like it got.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the recent.
No, I think he slid his
situation.
throat or something like that. I got to look it up, but I know he like slid. Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah. Look it up first, and then we'll discuss that. But
Well, the latest Michael Irvin thing, I think, was some lady was like saying that he touched her, or there was
yeah,
something.
he made some.
that
Yeah,
said
he made some.
Yeah, and if you
you
look
know.
at the video, he didn't even go near her.
Yeah, that's what the thing now. They're doing that to every like old athlete. They're like they're just trying to get the bag and stuff like that. Like I don't like that stuff.
No, I don't either. I don't. And for in
Same with
some
football
instances,
players. Like
the accusations are worse than the actual incident.
yeah,
You
and they're
know,
ruining players' careers and stuff like that. Like that
I mean,
dude from
don't get me wrong. If you're
yes,
guilty of a crime, yes, you know, you should do the time. Let's just
Yeah.
call it like that. But for someone to make accusations and it comes out not to be true, there's no accountability on the person making the accusations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and don't get me wrong, if anybody is a victim of, you know, sexual assault, abuse, assault, period, yeah, you know, report it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if
Oh,
nothing never really happened and you're trying to, like you say, get the bag,
that's what you're trying to do.
I mean, that's just wrong on so many levels.
Yeah. But I mean, moving on. I saw that video of Jalen Hyatt and the Cowboys scouting wide receiver.
Yeah,
I'm kind of scared now. Like, I feel like he's gonna go off on this, like 5 touchdowns.
he's got something to prove.
Yeah. Now he has something to prove. Yeah, you know, and I think it's hilarious. I mean, I get what the coach was trying to do. He was trying to motivate him, right? He was trying to
just
get
came
him
off wrong. Like he was like,
it did, you know, and he tried to, you know, you know, like I said, motivate him, try to get him, you know, so to speak, out of his comfort zone, and he did. I mean, the guy looked good in some of those routes. And now the fact that, you know, Jones now has a number one wide receiver,
that's sad.
I'm excited. I'm excited. But I mean, I just can't wait to see. It's almost like getting a brand new toy. You know, it's like, all right, let's see what we can do with this. You know.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me on, Sneaky. I gotta head out. I gotta watch.
All right, man. Yeah, let me hear it one time, brother.
Appreciate it. Let's go Giants out.
Appreciate you. Okay, we got Brandon. You ready? We got Brandon here, another fellow Giant fan. What's up, man?
Brandon, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Ant?
How are you?
Pretty good. Excited for the draft for those picks we got.
Yes, sir. Are you off today?
No, I'm gonna head out right now, so I just have a little time.
Okay, well, good deal. I appreciate you spending this time with us for a few minutes.
Yeah.
So
I just recently moved to a brand new house. I don't live in Phoenix no more.
Okay. Wow. That's right, because you said you bought a house, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So tell me your thoughts about the draft. What are your thoughts?
First of all, I seen you on TV, Sneaky, on the draft day.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It was fun. It was fun.
I wish I could be there with all the Giants fans, but I had to work those 3 days.
Yeah. It was rough getting back yesterday. I did take today off because, like I said, there was something wrong with my my back a little bit, but I got the good stuff, and I'm definitely going to be able to sleep tonight. But yeah. So tell me what your thoughts on the draft.
I was excited. We got some receivers, the center, and another quarterback we got. I forgot his name.
Banks from Maryland.
Deontay.
No, QB. And we got another QB.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
undrafted.
Undrafted free agent. Yes.
I'll tell you what. I'm excited about this kid from West Virginia. What's his last name? Wheaton Ford or something like that. Ford Wheaton.
Okay.
Dude is a beast. He's
The
built like
6'5"?
Megatron.
He's like 6'5" something, right?
Yeah, muscular is my goodness.
Yeah. Ignorant. I see you, man. We'll get you on here in a sec. I see you, fam.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's see how we start our season back.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm excited. Like I said, it's like having a brand new toy,
Yeah.
But so let me ask you, and I forgot. Well, I mean, you are a Giant. Let me ask you this: what grade would you give our New York Football Giants on their draft this year?
To be honest, I would give him an A plus.
Why?
We needed new receivers, and
Keep
a
going.
new. I don't know if we have a good center, but I give him a good center too.
Right. That's fair.
Because if Sterling Shepard gets injured, who's gonna take his spot if he gets injured? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I hear you.
I'll tell you what I'm surprised at. I think that the Giants are guessing that we're good at linebacker because we didn't draft
they must.
one. I think we got one an unrestricted or undrafted free agent who's a linebacker. Forget his
They
name.
must like where they're at with that position. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not so much where they're at. Wink is reporting to Dable, and Dable's letting them know where they're at. And
When they drafted Banks, did you see the hug that Wink gave Joe Shane?
oh yeah,
Damn near tackled him.
yeah, because he's like, that's my guy. I get to work with
Yeah.
him, and I love the fact that all our coordinators are going to be back again next year.
Yeah,
that's
it makes a world of difference.
that's going to be huge for Jones and for this offense. And I hope that things with Barkley work out. I hope he signs the tag. And
Speaking of Barkley,
yeah. Okay. What have you heard about Barkley right now?
so there's been reports, two different reports from CBS Sports that I don't know if it's been confirmed by anybody else. So right now it's kind of up in the air, but considering it was CBS that reported it both times, apparently the Giants had offered, I don't know if it was during the last time they met up or if it's the recent negotiations. They supposedly offered him $14 million for, I want to say it was like 3 or 4 years per year, $14 million per year.
$14 million.
And my feeling on that is, number one, if that's true, and this is the other reason I think it may not be true, I want to trust Barkley, but at the same time, dude wants to get paid. So my feeling is he said he doesn't want to break the bank. He's not looking to make Christian McCaffrey money, but if he turned down $14 million, then what aren't you asking for, dude? And my feeling is if the Giants do give him $14 million, I can't say it's too much, but it's a little more than I would have paid. And if the Giants tell him no, or he doesn't want the 14, and the Giants tell him, well, you know what, you can play on the tag, or You can sit out and do whatever you want, but you know, you can leave, you can walk. I don't want to deal with something like that because it becomes an issue, and then guys that hold out end up ruining the team because of previous plans they may have had.
Brandon, what are your thoughts on that?
That's what I heard too. You know, I don't know if about that decision that he's gonna make, but I don't know. I don't want to jinx nothing about it. If let's say that you guys remember about the Odell situation, right?
Right.
I don't want to jinx. I don't want them to like pay him like so much money, and then like 4 weeks later they trade him to another team. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that won't
Right.
happen with these guys.
No, not with Saquon.
Yeah, that was one of the worst
That,
things.
that's why I was saying I don't want to jinx that either, because
No.
I that's our weapon right there. Like that would be so messed up if you guys trade him to another team.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me.
I got Fluffy.
But I hope he stays for a long time.
Oh,
Yeah.
you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. All right, Brandon. Well, I appreciate you being on, man. Have fun at work today. And let me hear it one time.
Let's go Giants. Out.
I appreciate
Brian.
that.
I gotta say this. Like, I'm really sick and tired of people, and I hear it in even the Giants fans pages that are still Daniel Jones haters. I get that part. That's fine.
Uh-huh.
But to sit there and say last year that the offense revolved around Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones had nothing to do with that, clearly you're not a Giants fan.
Right.
And you don't watch Giants games.
Yeah, you're not watching football.
No.
Bottom line, you're not watching football. Yeah. You know, and I think I get what people are saying that because Barkley was he was the leading receiver. I get it. But at the same time, you know, I mean, Barkley was the best person on the field. Not taking anything away from Jones, but you know, there were some plays that Barkley made that put us in a situation to win the game. But at the same time, there were plays that Jones made that kept us in the game. So
I don't doubt, and I know for a fact that the majority of our offense, absolutely was Saquon. Absolutely. You know, he had to run the ball. He was catching the ball out of the backfield. He was blocking on a few occasions. So yeah, he had a lot to do with it. But to say Daniel Jones had nothing to do with it, the kid stepped up this past year.
Right.
You know, the only thing that's going against him right now is, you know, he comes out and craps to bed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see that happening, but it can.
So, Ignorant, I got a question to ask you. You know when you come on, you know when you leave, you know what you got to do, right? You don't know? Okay, you got to say the outro.
Which is, let's go Giants. Ow!
Are you okay with that? You okay? Okay, you all right with that? Give me a thumbs up. Let me see a thumbs up. Are you okay with that? Yeah. He said he ain't okay with that. Okay. All right, fam. Well, then I'll tell you what. If I go live on Facebook, or I said Facebook. If I go live, then you hit me up then. But yeah, we there's a tradition. Everybody, not just Giants fans, but everybody says the outro. You okay with that?
Sneaky show, sneaky.
Oh, you're not okay. Wait. If you're you're saying okay, so that guys, I'm gonna let you know what I'm saying right now. I'm looking in the backstage, and I got my guy back there. He's a big Eagles fan, right? I've been on his show, and I thank you so much for that opportunity. And I want him to come on, but I want to give him a fair warning before he comes on. So if like I said, if you watch all my past shows, everybody says it. Carolina Panthers, Commander fans, Eagle fans, Cowboy fans,
Commander fans.
He's holding his heart like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go to somebody else. Give me a thumbs up if you're okay with that. You're okay with that? Okay. All right. So you can't say I didn't tell you, because I know there's some people that come on. I'm like, oh damn, I forgot to tell them.
Well, you got to let him know. You got to let him know what the punishment is. So if he doesn't do the outro,
Oh yeah,
then he doesn't come back on the show till he does.
You can't come on. You can't come on again. And there's some people that, unfortunately, all right, he got the thumbs up. Okay, because I do want to hear your take on the draft. All right, everybody, this is Ignorant Thinker. I'll tell you what. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you.
Listen, this is the Ignorant Thinker podcast, man. I'm happy to be here on Make It Count with SneakyG, man.
I appreciate
But I can't believe you have everybody say, "Let's go Giants" with the owl.
Everybody. And so okay, let me just tell you this. Now I'm on TikTok. I'm on every social media, right? I do not, out of they show the respect to the show. I do not take a snippet of that and put it on any other.
No, I'm not even if you did. I'm not mad if you did. I just didn't know that was one of your requirements. That's all.
Yeah, that's one of the things that it has been going on for the last 191 shows prior to this.
Damn.
So, and that's not even including all the overtime shows that I did as well. But so, what do you think about your draft? You got the Philadelphia Eagles; they're on the clock.
First of all, my fault. First, what's up, Big Blue? I'm sorry, man.
What's up, bro?
Just disrespecting. I say what's up to you. I come on shows respectfully. I know this is like a disrespectful moment because this is an NFC East rivalry right here. It's a very disrespectful moment, and
you know what? And I'm gonna throw him under the bus. I hate the Dallas Cowboys more than anything. Okay, he hates the Eagles more than anything, and he lives in Philly too.
Here's the even crazier part. I hate the Giants more than anything. You know why I hate the Giants the most? Because every time we play y'all is a statement game. It's never just it's the last game of the season we playing Giants we get. Yeah. No, it's always a statement game.
Yeah, that's
true. It's always involved. We need this game.
Yeah.
And I hate playing against y'all, man. And it's been like that for a long. When it first started with me, back when y'all had it was Michael Strahan.
Oh, Chris, yes, I do. Yes, I do hate the Dallas Cowboys more. I'm sorry we were rudely interrupted by Dallas Cowboys.
It was Michael Strahan and Jesse Armstead.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, they both was on the end. They was killing us, man. And it just kept getting worse year after year after year. Like the only thing we had going for us that Tiki Barber just kept fumbling. But
yeah. I had to bring that up.
That was until Tom Coughlin got there. We knew Tiki was going to give us a fumble.
You're not wrong.
And the thing, but Tiki even said that Coughlin helped his career. To Tiki's credit, so
then you can see he started holding the football differently.
Yeah.
Yep, high and tight.
Yeah, but but besides that, we had a very good draft. I don't know if you've seen my draft video, but I was at the Eagles Stadium while we were drafting, and I just knew we was going to get Jalen Carter. And I'm in the media room, as a matter of fact, because we're touring the stadium. So I'm in the media room as we're watching on the screen. And as soon as he said Jalen, I got up and start running because I knew he was going to get it. I'm telling you, I was hella excited. It was a great experience. That was my first time touring the Eagle Stadium. I've been living here all my life.
Really?
I've even worked at the Eagle Stadium twice.
And that's for
I've never toured the locker room, the media room, never been on a field. That was the first time for all that.
Yeah, it's fun.
Now, is there a courtroom in there, or that was the vet?
That was the vet. I think it is a courtroom in the basement, though.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I think it is a courtroom in the basement because I remember the judge, Judge James DeLeon, who's running for mayor. He was thinking about being the judge in the courtroom in the basement.
Yeah.
Hold on, we got Lamont. Hold on a sec. So I won't. We got to jump on the Tiki thing. I'm sorry because Lamont did this post real quick. He said, "Here's what a 4-year, $52 million contract, $13 million per year, 24 fully guaranteed signing might look like."
Yeah, but he want more than $24 million guaranteed.
He probably does.
Yeah. He wants
probably
more per
does.
year too.
He probably want like 38 guaranteed.
Well, they said okay. That was the other thing I didn't bring up. So when they said that, so supposedly it came out too that the Giants
They
offered him.
want you crazy.
They're saying that the Giants offered him 14 million. The problem he had with that though was the way it was structured and the guaranteed money.
Man, it's always the guaranteed money. That's all
Yeah.
you. That's all you in contracts was guaranteed money.
Yeah,
That's what's
that's
gonna-
all
that's-
they
You're
were.
not
gonna
going
be-
to see.
yeah.
You're not going to see a full contract. You're not going to see all of those whatever they got that you got to make by the end of the year. 1,000 yard this, 1,500 yards. You get this.
Yeah.
You're not going to see all that. The guaranteed money. When week one come, your paycheck come that Tuesday. Man,
Right.
that's what you worried about.
So
Right.
so let's answer Lamont's question right here. All right. Were you on suicide watch? And you're gonna speak for all of Philadelphia fans.
I
Okay.
can't speak for all of them. I can't keep on. As you keep putting up the post of some Philadelphia fans eating shit, all right. You keep putting that post up too. I don't know why, but you keep putting that post up.
And you know, and I'm gonna tell you, and the reason why I do that is because his friends cheered him on.
Yeah.
Look, you're look, we're friends. Okay, I'll say we're friends. Okay, I'm gonna call you my friend, right? You're my guy.
When I come to Texas, I'm calling. Just let you.
You're my guy, right? Now look, I'm not gonna cheer you on eating horse poop. That ain't gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. I don't care how cool. And if you cheer me on, like if you say, "Oh, you scared?" Yeah, no, I'm not eating feces from another. So the fact that he had friends cheered him on, that was that. Ooh,
You got to hold on a minute there because life or death. I don't have a problem eating deer crap.
Yeah, see, he already putting himself in there. Me, I don't put me in there. I'm cool.
no, I ain't eating feces whatsoever.
I ain't eating none of that. But I did love our draft. I was upset that y'all went and got Jalen Hyatt,
Yeah,
who is the wide receiver from my favorite college, Tennessee University. So
yeah, but I mean, y'all weren't gonna draft him. I mean, y'all couldn't. Y'all
I
had
just
got
didn't
the
want
first-
y'all to get. I don't want to play against.
Oh,
him.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I just
Right.
don't want to play against. And y'all get too much nice stuff over there, man. Bad enough y'all got Big Cat Williams and Dexter Lawrence in the middle.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah, our
got
defense
Thibodeau on the other
sick.
side.
Yeah, our defense gonna be sick.
To mention, we just signed Ashawn Robinson and got Nacho now too.
And y'all got my boy from Philly, Jihad, number 55.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
And y'all signed him back. I'm mad about that. I wanted him to come back to Philly.
yeah.
I'm just
Hold on
it
a
just
second.
is what it is, man. I mean, I can't hate on y'all. Y'all doing what y'all need to do.
Finally had the lead.
Dabo brought on a new coach.
Oh wow, that's below the belt. That's
Yeah.
so Lamont. He said he was fine with the lead, like Atlanta Falcons gave up. That's low, but I had to read it anyway.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm not that mad at it.
You know, so I didn't get. I know you're familiar with license plate guy. Okay.
License plate guy?
Yeah.
He's the blonde-haired Giants fan. He's always got the license plate hanging from his neck.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, the reason why I brought him up because for years he had that jersey where it had Super Bowls and it was a Philly jersey that had the number 0 in it.
Super Bowls. It said Super Bowls where the name
Super Bowl,
goes.
yeah.
0.
So and then he did give it up they made a for charity that it was a donation, which was awesome. I mean he
rocked out
shout
the
out,
journey.
man. He does awesome for charities and whatnot and schools and athletes. But anyway, I digress. The reason why I bring that up is he had an opportunity to in KC, there's like a convenience store that sells eagle tears. And I hear it's quite delicious. I myself didn't get the opportunity. I'm sorry, Eagle fans tears. I'm sorry. I myself didn't get the opportunity to partake in such beverage. But if I ever go back to KC, I will. I hear it's minty. I hear it's a little minty. So
I heard
I'm
it's
looking
a little
forward
salty.
to it. A little salty, yeah. Okay, maybe the
Little bit.
salty mint, of it,
That's a fucking right here, boy.
But so what would you grade your team right now?
I think we got
As
an
far
A
as
in
the
the
draft.
draft. For the draft. We got an A.
Yeah.
As a full rebuild, well, I don't think it was a rebuild, but we lost players and we got all younger players in replacement,
Okay.
cheaper and younger.
And you still got AJ Brown too.
Right, and we still got AJ Brown,
And
you
her
got
and
Darius Slay back, and you got
Bradbury.
Bradbury, who y'all just gave away for free, and we
We
just
had
Well,
to.
no. Actually, look, we were trying to keep him,
He was a
but the
cap
fact
hit.
how Gettleman had us in salary cap hell, we couldn't keep a lot of the players.
Well, I appreciate it.
And now that you're reaping the benefits of Gettleman's failures.
Yeah.
And the only success that he has ever given us was the first 2 draft picks, in last year's draft.
Yeah.
Well, and Thomas and you know what? And I didn't even think about this. We may have to give Gettleman his props on Jones for drafting him.
All right, so Gettleman's thing. Yeah, my only issue again with Gettleman picking Jones has always been, will always be, he didn't have to take him at 6. He would have been there at 17.
Oh, you talking about Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
Yes, our quarterback.
Yeah.
Y'all know damn well.
We could have had a
Daniel
pass
Jones.
rush.
Daniel Jones is the Kerry Collins of this era. Y'all know damn well.
Well, that's a compliment because Kerry
Not an
Collins took the
alcoholic.
Giants. Kerry Collins took the Giants to the Super Bowl.
Right, and y'all lost miserably.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, y'all didn't even
I
score
mean,
a touchdown.
but the fact that he still took us to
Offensively.
the Super Bowl.
Y'all killed the Minnesota Vikings though. Y'all didn't score a touchdown offensively. And that's
Yeah.
I'd like to say they blew their load.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, that defense. I mean, I'll give it to the Ravens. That defense was just disgusting. I don't think anybody
top 5 defense.
top
all
5.
time.
I mean,
2.
I would say top 2 all times.
I wouldn't say it's top 2. You got to go with this. The Raiders and the Steelers in the 70s. You got to go to 85 Bears. I don't think that the Ravens defense, and this is me, I can say, I don't think that the Ravens defense, that 2000 Ravens defense, is better than that Buccaneers defense.
I would put them over that Buccaneers defense.
I would too.
I would put them in top 3 because you're right, the Steelers defense. But then again, also we can't forget about the '86 Giants defense either.
No, I ain't. Hold on.
I mean, so there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot to unpack there. So that being said, I'd put them in top 4 because I would definitely put them over. And we got to pick one of the Steelers defense if we're going to make this an honest conversation.
Hey, Sneaky, I can get going, brother.
Okay. All right, fam.
Hey, it's nice meeting you, man.
Yes, y'all enjoy yourselves. God bless you. Oh yeah, my fault. Let's go Giants. Ow!
All right, fam. Be good. I appreciate it, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Be good. Love you, fam.
Hey, you too. Love you too, man. Have a good night. Let's go Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you. Be good.
Oh, wait, what?
DZ, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up?
Nothing much.
How was KC?
It was good. It was really good. I didn't realize how hilly it was.
Yeah.
I did not realize how hilly it was. Going there, and it reminded me a lot of Seattle because Seattle is kind of built on top of each other.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how basically Kansas City was. Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah, we were on the Missouri side.
Yeah.
But so what's up, man? What do you think about the draft?
I thought it was pretty good. If I had a grade, I don't know if you're asking people like if to grade it.
Yes.
It's like I just hopped on. But if I had to give us a grade, I'll say B+.
Okay.
I mean, I think the players that we got were really great. Obviously, and I know people did complain about like why didn't we trade up sooner or whatever for JSN, I think it was, or some other. But I think it's because you see who Minnesota picked, right?
Yeah, one of the receivers, right?
And I think that's what we wanted. But I did not. I don't know if you expected them to go wide receiver, just because of they already have JJ and stuff. And honestly, obviously their defense. But I thought they would choose defense. I think that's what Shane thought. And when they pulled the trigger on the wide receiver, Shane was like, "All right, we have to go for wide receiver."
Because I think they got Addison, didn't they?
I think it was Addison. Yeah.
Well, let me see if I can.
Well, I think that's the guy we wanted too. But I was surprised. I thought they were gonna go defense, honestly, first round.
Mm-hmm.
And that made the most sense. But I don't know why they went wide receiver. I don't know.
So if let's say they did go defense, what position do you think they would have picked? Honestly, I would probably now that we're talking about it, I would think maybe more of a defensive back.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere would have helped. Like it wouldn't even matter really.
Yeah,
anywhere would have helped. DB, safety, like I don't know, anywhere would have helped. But yeah, I like the draft though. The Yankees finally also won a game.
Yeah, I hear that Judge is out.
Yeah, he. The main reason, honestly, I think it was Boone that gave him the single to steal third base. I don't know why you have Judge stealing third base when we're up 5-0. And Judge, out of all people, Judge has some speed on him, but I feel like the only people that should be stealing on the Yankees is like Volpe, Glaber, Harrison Bader when healthy, Oswaldo Cabrera, and then. But yeah, honestly, that Yankees are. I don't know why Aaron Hicks is still on this team. I am sick and tired of Hicks being on this team. I don't know what Cashman sees in him. I don't know if it's a personal thing, but I'm just tired of it.
I'm trying to find the draft picks of this year.
You probably look up like NFL draft recap, no?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Accept all cookies. All right, here we go. Oh, excuse me. And you said Minnesota Vikings.
Right, because I chose a wide receiver.
Oh, they're right. Yeah, it was Addison.
Yeah, Addison.
Because at first Seattle went
Jason.
Yep, JSN, and then the Chargers took Quentin Johnston. That's who I wanted.
Oh yeah,
that's exactly who I wanted from TCU. And then of course, then Zay Flowers went to Ravens.
Yep.
And then Addison. And I felt once those receivers went that we were going to go DB. We were going to go cornerback. There was no way that we can, we can pass him up for Banks or pass Banks up, at a first round. Because, we got to look at Adoree Jackson. We don't know the deal with that.
I hope he stays.
I hope we can re-sign him. I'm really curious as to, what direction they're going to go. Of course, it's not till next year. But I'm really happy with the Banks pickup.
Yeah, I am too. And then, but yeah, and then what was I gonna say? But yeah, then yeah, I'm happy with this draft though.
Are you playing a game right now?
Yeah, I'm playing a game. Well, you can hear my controller.
I can hear the controller. What game are you playing right now?
I'm playing GTA.
Oh, okay.
I don't play Madden or I was speaking of football. Are you still gonna get that Tech Mobile?
I haven't. You know what? I haven't picked up any kind of sticks whatsoever.
You got. I mean, you would love Tecmo so much.
Well, and the funny thing is, I do play Retro Bowl on my phone a lot.
Yeah,
I do play that a lot.
Everyone used to. I used to, but I quit that now. But yeah, I ain't buying no more Madden. Speaking of Madden tournament, I don't know if you have where that talks have gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to let you know I'm not gonna be I'm not buying a Madden game from EA ever again until they make it better, or like not the same crap every year.
Right.
The only sports game I've been playing is like MLB. That's the only one I've been playing.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
But
I haven't. You know what? I have not. I haven't bought a Madden in a while.
I
In
think
a long while.
I don't know, the last good in Madden, in my opinion, Madden 6 2016, OBJ was on the cover.
Hold on a sec. We got Robbie Vaughn. He's hold on, let me post this. I can't believe that the Eagles fan said Jones is equal to Kerry Collins. I don't ever remember Kerry Collins being close to that good on his feet now. Kerry was a ball slinger and did play in a Super Bowl, the only one he helped us lose. Yeah. So the thing about that, Robbie, I'm going to be honest. I would say go, if you can, try and find the Tiki Barber show. Okay. I don't remember what number it is off the top of my head. We actually talked about that Super Bowl. And the thing about Kerry Collins, he was a gunslinger. I mean, you know, he even said, because I asked Tiki out of all the quarterbacks that he played with, who threw the hardest. And he said Kerry Collins. Now, the fact that Kerry Collins got us to the Super Bowl, I will be forever grateful for that because it's not easy. We lost it. Yes, I get it. We lost the Super Bowl. It sucks. You know, it is what it is, right? But the fact that we got there,
Right.
I'm not settling. I'm not saying I'm okay with losing. I'm not saying that, you know, the objective is to just get there, not win it. No, you want to win you want to win the damn thing. Okay. You want to do what Phil Simms was able to do, Jeff Hostetler, with Phil Simms' help. Okay. Because Hostetler didn't play the full season. I got to give Simms his props for that. You know, and what Eli did for the, you know, for the two that he got us. That's the ultimate goal, is to win. But and I say but not to negate what I just said, but to get to the final dance, yes, it's nerve-wracking, and he did win us an NFC championship, and I'm forever grateful for that for him. So if I could ever get him on the show, I would straight up tell him that, you know, and I'll say that for any, you know, the late great Steve Aaron McNair. I'm a big fan of his, and I know Tennessee Titans are, you know, they haven't been back since. You know, so the fact that, you know, he took him there as a quarterback, you know, he deserves some kind of flowers. So,
Yeah, definitely.
Jaden, let me bring in Billy real quick. What's up, Mike?
What's up? How you doing?
Good. How are you doing? I see
Good.
you
Can you
made the
hear me
news,
okay?
man. Congrats.
Oh shit! How'd you see that?
One of your posts.
Oh yeah. I was at the Eagles draft party Thursday night, and I got interviewed by 2 news stations.
Yeah, congrats. That's a big deal. That's a big
Yeah.
deal. So, what are your thoughts, man?
Well, I'll start off with the Eagles draft. I think we had a really good draft. Getting Jalen Carter at 10, then Nolan Smith at 10 or at 30, and how he loves his Bulldogs.
Pretty much, basically.
Yeah. And
basically.
And I think I think you guys had a pretty good draft too. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, and I'm going to save my my grade for later on in the show, because I know everybody's anticipating what I'm going to say.
I'd give you guys like a B.
Say again.
I said I'd give you guys like a B, and the Eagles an A.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah. Janie, you said you gave us a B plus, right?
Said B plus.
Okay. That's fair.
Just I think I know people want to see like flash in the draft. Oh, we got the best wide receiver in the draft. Look at us. But like, you also look at scheme fits and all that other stuff. Like, you know what I mean? That's very important in teams as well. So, and I think that's what we went for: scheme fits and just people that are meant. You know what I mean? So.
Well, I want to ask both of you guys a simple question. Do you think Richardson is going to be a project for the Colts, like everybody is saying he is going to be?
I can let Positive Philly go first.
If I was them, I probably would have taken Levis. I mean, everyone kind of thought they were going to take Will Levis, and then they take Richardson.
No, I'm going to be honest. I think they picked the right guy.
I think so too, though.
I think they picked the overall right guy. Hey, Carson,
Yo, what's up?
Mr. Number One pick. Was there any surprise for you?
Yeah, round 3 when we picked DJ Johnson out of Oregon, that was very weird, but they said he has a high upside, so we'll wait and see.
Well, what about the first pick overall? Was that any weird for you?
Oh, I expected that 100%.
Okay. And if they went any other direction, would you have thrown your TV in the trash?
No, if we would have picked CJ Stroud, I'd have been just as happy.
Okay. What about Will Levis?
I do not want Mr. Mayo in my coffee on my
right. I didn't even know about that.
TikTok saying that's why he fell out of the first round.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like his character. I don't like his character at all. It's just me. I don't know him personally, but I don't like his character. Just
yeah, you know where I stand with that. I don't like it either. I don't like him either. I think, I don't know, man. I just, and I appreciate Dallas Cowboy Chris sticking up for him. Okay, but the fact that the guy, posted online saying I'm not going to be there in the second round because I don't want the cameras in my face, and then he makes up a bold-faced excuse.
Then the cameras are in his face all night long.
Say what?
I said then the cameras are in his face all night long. Like they did not show anybody more than that guy. Like I feel bad for him. Honestly.
Well, it's because he set himself up. I mean, he set himself up.
It's because everybody expected him to be a top 10 pick.
Yeah, and I think he probably thought he was going to be going to the Colts. I honestly believe.
I did too, to be honest with you.
Say again.
I did too, to be honest with you. I didn't think they picked Richardson.
I did not think Richardson would be in the second round. If the Colts passed him up, and I don't know where I think he would have landed. I don't see Richardson even leaving the hold on, let me see. If the Colts did not pick up, if the Colts did not get Richardson, I could honestly see Seattle picking him up. Because, they got Geno Smith for like a 3-year deal, but that's not guaranteed.
I don't. Yeah, what?
Bro, but can we talk about the amount of quarterbacks that were drafted in this draft?
Yeah, what was it, like 15?
Like 15 or 16.
It was and that's to thank Purdy. Thank him. He's the one that changed the game of quarterbacking, because now it's getting to the point where the second and the third string quarterback, you got to have somebody that can manage a game and get you to the playoffs like Purdy did.
I mean, we even drafted a quarterback, which I was pretty surprised by.
Hold on a sec. Sneaky, come on, man. He was humiliated night 1. You wouldn't want to show your face night 2 after that. Also, had a flight home the next day. You're overreacting. His face was shown 37 times. I'm not overreacting. at all.
Yeah,
and I said it.
I saw you on TV a few times at the draft. Every time the Giants were up, you were on.
Well, no. He's saying that they showed Levis's face 37 times, not me.
I know. I'm just saying. I saw you probably like 10 times.
Yeah, well, cool. Appreciate that. I guess I'll be waiting for my Oscar. No, but seriously though, with Will Levis, look, don't answer the question the way he did, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're getting drafted, okay? And Gabe, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. To me, it shows of a little entitlement. Yeah, and that's what it does. It shows a little bit of, you're being. This is the situation of a player, right? That's pretty much, I don't want to go too deep in that. I'm not going to go deep in this. I'm just going to say that, and I'm not even a Titans fan. If the Giants would have picked him up, okay, I would have been upset. I would have been pissed.
Well, yeah, because you guys have Daniel Jones.
Exactly. But even if we needed a quarterback and we selected him as a fan and he wasn't there, if we got him in the second round and he wasn't there, and he left. And then later on, I found out that he made a video of, "Oh, I'm not going to be there in the second round." Blah 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 blah. Yeah, no. The fact that the guy's getting drafted, right? Geno Smith showed a better character or a better personality, right, than Levis did. And I don't believe I'm overreacting.
The thing about it is, if you think you're a first round draft pick, but you don't get picked in the first round, be humble about it. But prove to them that you deserve to be a first round.
And prove to them that they made a mistake.
Exactly. That's what our fifth round pick, the safety out of Florida State, Jamie Robinson, said. He said he was humble about it, but he said there's not 145 players better than me.
And I'm going to show you why.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show exactly. And again, my thing is, you're still getting drafted.
Exactly.
And who was that? I mean, are you guys familiar with the Detroit Lions? Hold on, maybe I'll find it here.
Yeah, Bijan Robinson.
No.
Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah, Gibbs.
No. Here we go.
Brian Branch.
No, I know.
No.
The tight end.
No.
Hold on a second. Was it?
No, I think you're talking about Branch, aren't you?
Because
he was there the second night.
He was. Was it BJ? No, because he went to.
Are you talking about the guy that the Lions drafted who was there the second night?
Yes.
That's Brian Branch.
Was it Brian Branch from Alabama though?
Yeah,
right?
The safety from Alabama.
Yeah, he's
right, Carson.
Yeah.
All right,
Brian.
He was the only guy left in the. He was the only guy left in the green.
Yes. Okay. Brian Branch from that's him right there. Pick 45.
Yeah.
Everybody stood up and applaud that man. And he was one of 5 people. Now, there was 4 other people of the players that didn't stay the second day. Okay. And if any of those 4 players that weren't drafted that were there on day 1, except for Levis, if one of them said something to the effect of, "If I'm not there the first round, I'm out." If they did a video of that, please call me out. Okay, yeah, please call me out on that. But at the same time, I don't know if I can have that guy as a quarterback on my team. So okay, let me back up. Remember that movie Draft Day?
Yeah, I've watched it like 3 times in the past 2 weeks.
Right? I saw that on the plane ride there, and then because the ride from here to KC was like an hour, less than an hour, so I didn't even get to finish the movie there.
I want to watch it.
It's based on a true story, but with different players.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got to watch the full of it. I had started. I'm like.
I don't think
Thursday,
it was in 20. It wasn't in 2014. I think it was in the early 2000s. Some player got drafted way later than he was supposed to, and he made a big deal out of it, and he was a bust.
I'm really curious on who that's about. I
think it's based on. Let me look it up.
I mean, if it is great, but anyway. So there was a character issue with that number 1 quarterback Bo
Callahan.
Bo Callahan, right? And at the last minute, Kevin Costner.
It's not based on a true story.
Oh, it's a fictional. Okay, yeah, no worries. But Kevin Costner, before it was time to make the call, found out his character flaw. Okay, now let's go back, and I think this is why you think this was a true story, because they said something about Jamarcus Russell, right?
Yes,
where they sent him a DVD. A blank DVD with the playbook on it. Okay. I don't know what team it was. I don't know. Right. And he came back saying, "No, I'm good. I saw it. I know exactly. I saw it. Blah, 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 blah." And it was a blank DVD, had nothing on it.
Yeah.
Right. And then in the movie, it said something about they put $100 in the back, the last pages of the playbook. Right.
Yeah.
And he, Bo Callahan made up a lie and then came back and said, continued with the lie. "Oh, yeah, I saw that. It was funny, guys." But then their quarterback, who Cleveland had, sent them the $100 back and was like, "Wait till I win y'all the Super Bowl. Then you give me this $100." Now, the reason why I say all of that is because I believe Will Levis is the type of player that would watch that blank DVD and said, I'm good with those playbooks, with those plays.
I can believe it.
Robert, I see you, man. What's up, AZ Ninja? What's going on? New York Giants for life. How do I feel about Hyatt? I love it. I love the pick. I'm surprised he was there that long.
I can't believe he fell to y'all.
I can't. No, I can't either. I cannot either. Okay, Gabe says, Gabe, but Sneaky, if you had to pick between the two going in your flight, going home, Gabe, you've been on the show multiple times. How about you come on the show and then we'll talk this out. Right? Going flight home and being comfortable in your home with you family and no cameras. So look, Gabe, at this point, all right, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. At this point, in my opinion, this is my opinion, okay? It's not about you. It's not about you because let me tell you something. He was one of the first people, and he was the first person picked in day 2, okay? So he could have got out, shook the commissioner's hand, got the hat, had an awesome moment with the fans out there, and then got on the flight and went home, or got on the flight and went to Tennessee.
Right, because that's your job.
Or how about this? Don't go. Our guy wasn't there, right? Maybe he didn't know he was going to be in the first round. Maybe he did. Don't go. Mm-hmm. Don't accept the invitation if you're not going to be there to support the fans. Bottom line, there was a lot of number 1 picks that weren't there. They chose to stay home.
That's one thing about Bryce Young and CJ Stroud. Both of them were super humble. Super humble.
Yeah. Matter of fact, when your guy was picked, he was happy that homeboy was number 2.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be honest. I mean, I'm going to be straight up. Don't go. Simple as that. There's no way. Hold on a second. Then Gabe says, but there was a good chance he would have been, but he wasn't. He wasn't.
Right.
He took a chance, went to the draft, wasn't drafted, and left. Right? I'm not upset with the fact that he left. I could care less. However, when I saw that video, and it's on my TikTok, when I saw that video of him saying, "I'm not going to be there if I'm a second round pick, why would I'm not going to go?"
But wasn't there other players that were invited day 1 and didn't get picked?
Yeah. But they left though. And again, I'm saying this: if they made a video about
don't put yourself out there like that is basically what you're saying.
Exactly. I mean, if they made a video, please call me out. Show me that video, and I will give them the same third degree that I'm giving Will Levis. Because, at the time, I'm going to tell you right now, it was awesome to see how the fans reacted to their draft picks, right? And, of course, ours wasn't there. He didn't show up. He stayed home, which was his right, okay? And had he would have been there, it would have been awesome to embrace him as a fan, to be one of the first fans he sees that's going to be cheering him on for the next 4 to 5 years. And I'm going to tell you right now, when and if he ever starts Will Levis and we play against Tennessee, yeah, I want us to beat him.
Oh, we play Tennessee this year.
Oh, do you really? But Tannehill is still the quarterback.
Dang it.
Tannehill is still the
So Carson, let me ask you a question. Do you think the Panthers have a legit shot to win this out this year?
Wait, what did you say? I can't hear you.
I said, do you think the Panthers have a legit shot to win the South this year?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Our only threat, I feel like, is the Falcons, to be honest with you. Because
Y'all do.
Derek Carr, I'm a certified Derek Carr hater. And the Bucks.
I was going to ask you, but, I mean, you're forgetting about –
They got Baker Mayfield.
You're forgetting about Carr, though. Do you think Carr will do something with the Saints?
I don't. And I don't like
know.
their
I don't even know
coach,
who the
Dennis
Saints picked
Allen.
up.
I do not like him at all.
Who?
Dennis Allen, their head coach.
Oh, for the Saints?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean,
And then
you're in that
and
division.
then the Buccaneers are just there this year. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I mean, and also too, to be fair, not to be fair, but a lot of people are saying that Derek Carr is the best quarterback in that division.
well, what's he competing with?
Well, exactly. Oh no, exactly.
He's competing with a rookie, a second-year guy, and Baker Bumfield.
The only reason I want to see the Panthers win the South is because they got my boy, Miles
Who?
Sanders.
Oh, Miles Sanders, yes, sir.
Oh, Miles, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he left Philly, to be honest.
I'm not.
I am surprised he left Philly.
Yeah.
But, so DZ, what's on your mind, man? What you got?
I mean, besides the New York Rangers getting eliminated to those.
Oh, and we got Gabe on here too. All right, Gabe, I'm gonna bring you on in a sec. WTF, don't go anywhere. I got you too.
You know, they're losing to those New Jersey Devils. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, and then obviously, I mean, Yankees did win today, but like, you know, we've been in a slump. And then Giants season I'm waiting for, so I'm mostly watching the Yankees as of right now, even though
I'm gonna keep an eye on the Devils because I think they got a pretty good shot. They're looking good, and
I want to see the Kraken and the Maple Leafs.
yeah, I want to see how far I think the Devils got a good shot this year. It may be the Devils and the Oilers. Wait, they're in the same conference, right? No, are they in the same conference?
Who?
The Devils and the Oilers, New Jersey Devils.
No.
Okay. But all right, Jaden, let me hear it one time, man.
Oh yeah, let me know about wait, one more thing. I don't know. You don't have an Xbox in your house, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah, we got the Xbox 5. Yeah.
Oh, is it okay? Because Tech Mobile's on it. It's a 360 game, but it's on it. I just wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure if I don't know if PlayStation has it. I know your son has a PlayStation, so that's all I wanted to know.
Oh, Xbox. No, I got the old one. I got the old.
It isn't the Xbox One, right?
Yeah, Xbox One.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. I said it's a 360 game, but it's backwards compatible. So.
Okay.
So yeah, and it's like $5. I mean, obviously.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Well, that's all. So let's go Yankees and let's go Giants. Out.
I appreciate it, brother. Be good. Hold on. I got to bring WTF and Gabe on real quick.
Yo, what's up, Sneaky?
Oh, what's up, Gabe? All right, Gabe. Go ahead. What you got?
All right. So first of all, the idea that Will Levis is some guy who's not humble.
Actually, hold on a sec. Between Positive Philly and Carson, who wants to step out for a sec?
It don't matter. I can.
I don't care.
Mike says he don't care, but he's like, go ahead and take Carson first. Carson, I'll bring you back on, man. Let me hear one time.
All right.
Let me hear one time.
Let's go Giants. Ow.
I appreciate you.
All right.
Go ahead, Gabe. Go ahead.
So first of all, I watched Will Levis like kind of blossom because I'm a Penn State fan. That's where he started. That's like where before he went to Kentucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this idea that everyone's feeling that he's some douchebag and all that, right? Is not true. It really isn't that. It's not true. I mean, he plays with a fire to him. That's his character. He has fire. He's excited. He's pumped up. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's not like he's a jerk. I mean, and also, Sneaky, the NFL draft it's not all about the fans. Like the argument that, okay, yes, he could have been there to celebrate with the Tennessee fans, right? That's valid, but it's not all about. It's about these players getting drafted into a franchise where their job's going to be for the next, decade, that's what it's about.
Right.
And also he was shown 37. There's 31 picks on night one, and he was shown 37 times. I mean, he had his he had the cameras on him 37 times on night one of the draft because he wasn't getting picked. Like, you know how like that's embarrassing. Like
Yeah,
that
but
is completely embarrassing, right?
So I hear what you're saying about the draft, and yes, no, it's not about the fans. You're right. It's about the player being drafted. Now, where the fans come into play, okay, is when the player gets drafted.
Right. They go to the
Okay?
inner circle team.
They go to the inner circle, and
Right.
then then he celebrates the moment with the fans. Okay.
Right. No, I understand. Yeah, because
Right.
they show that on TV. I know. I
So
understand that.
so that's why I said he robbed them of a moment. And that the fans look, the fact that he wasn't drafted first round, he's still drafted. He's still got his name called. Okay.
Right, but you know how many players do this every year that don't get drafted on night one. Like Matt Corral last year didn't get drafted on night one.
Okay. But did he make a video saying if I don't get drafted the first round? Actually, hold on. Here we go.
I don't think that's what he said. Is that exactly what he said?
Hold on. Let's find out. Hold on. Oh, I need to set.
We can't hear it.
I know. I can't hear it either. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, well, let me get it back up here. Only take a second. We will find out exactly what he said. Hold on a second. Present, share screen. Okay, yeah, I got that on there. No,
You got to check the share audio or something. I think.
Yeah. Make sure that was on. Boom. YouTube. Let's do Will Levis.
Steven there?
Where is?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's up, WTF?
Hello.
Do. How you doing? Oh, are you kidding me? Now it's not even.
Let me just pull it up. I'll pull it up. Let me just. Well, I can't share it because I'm on my phone, so I can't share.
Right.
Just hit the share screen thing. You
know? Now it's the principle of the whole thing. Now it's the principality of the matter. Okay.
How you been, bro?
Are you freaking kidding me?
I'm all right. Just hanging in there.
Living life.
Yeah, just basketball, a bunch of basketball. That's pretty much it.
That's good.
Are you kidding me? Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
All right, now it is not allowing me to bring up the volume.
What do you think of Washington draft? You like it?
Featured not available. Oh,
it's
no,
all right.
All right, let me just pull up the.
Yeah, you might have to pull it up. It's not allowing me, but you know what? What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it up on my phone, and I'll just let you guys hear what he said.
What about the Eagles?
We got a W draft.
I know, I heard.
One of the best.
Here we go.
Wait, who was that 9th pick
All right,
from?
I'm looking forward to going, but I don't want to go if I could be like a second round pick. You know, I don't want to have the cameras on you all day. Brutal. Okay, so he was all right. So yeah, all right. I would be in the same position, but at the same time, right? He was very. There was a good chance he would be a first round pick. There was a good.
Then why go? Then why go though?
Why go?
All I'm saying, like, okay.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on, Mike. Let me get this thought out. The thing, what I'm saying is this. Okay, yeah. You didn't get drafted in the first round. Okay. To be fair, I'm gonna say I don't think anybody's gonna feel sorry for you. I'm gonna throw that out there. Okay, that's one. Okay. 2, you still got drafted in the second round. Okay. Now, had he would have not of Kane, right? Not he didn't go to KC, okay? And the limelight, the attention, the whatever. Yeah, I'll admit it could be embarrassing. It could be. However, I'm going to go back to when Geno Smith was drafted in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
He came back. He came back that day and waited until his name got called. And the fact that he put that out there saying, I'm not going to go if I think I'm not going to be picked up until the second round.
Right, which he thought that he would, and there were teams trying to trade into the first round to draft him. There were teams that tried to trade in and draft him, allegedly. According to.
No, I kind of understand what Sneaky's saying though. Is like, if you have if you know, everybody knew that you had hype on you, right? You had that big arm, and you were supposed to go top 5, top 10, whatever it was, or first round at least. But if you have that doubt in your mind that you're gonna go the second round, and you know the cameras are gonna be on you 24/7, then I kind of understand why would you go?
Because all right. I think he's a very confident guy. He's a confident guy.
I don't know. As a quarterback, you're supposed to be confident. Yes.
Right. And I think
but there has to be some humility to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I don't think, so he clearly had a flight the next day to go home. I mean, he clearly did what is he gonna cancel the flight and not go on the flight and then stay in KC? I mean, seriously,
the dude from Alabama did.
The dude from Brian Branch?
Yeah.
He was there on day 2?
The guy from Alabama? Yeah. And he came out and everybody cheered him on. Now, and again, but I do want to throw this out there though. There were 3 other players, right? That didn't stay for day 2.
And they all left. Yeah, exactly.
But my thing is, don't make a comment like you did. Not you.
But Sneaky,
like he did.
No one goes to the green room unless they have a projection or a good idea that
and also an invite. No, I get that. But all I'm saying is he, in my opinion, and again, this is just my 2 cents, because I'm a character guy. Okay.
Right.
If and the same goes with me, right? If I tell a lie, okay, I would want everybody to hold me accountable for it.
He didn't tell a lie. To say he told a lie.
No. I'm using myself as an example. I'm not saying he lied. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is there has to be a level of humility. He didn't. The fact that the guy showed up to the draft with an expectation, he didn't get what he wanted. In my opinion, he threw a tantrum.
He didn't know. He didn't throw a tantrum.
No. By leaving. Why didn't he stay? Why didn't he stay another day?
That's not a tantrum. That's a standard operation for someone like that. This happens every year. Have you never noticed?
No. I get that. But certain players, especially at his level, okay, they at his level, okay, what am I trying to go at? Players at his level, right, typically do get drafted in the first round.
Right.
But the fact that he didn't, and I think overall, he shouldn't have made that video that now everybody has seen.
He made that. Okay, so he said, I don't want to go to the green room. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not saying the exact quote. I don't want to go to the draft if I don't have the idea that I'm going to be drafted. He wanted to have the idea he would be drafted in the first round to go to the draft, which is understandable because that's, if you don't get drafted, all the cameras are on you exactly what happened to him, right? That's
right. And that happened to Rodgers. That happened to Brady Quinn. Geno Smith.
And he stayed though. It's not like, let's not act like he stormed out and threw a tantrum at the draft.
Okay. The only reason why I said he threw a tantrum is because of the video that was posted out.
And that was
because of the fact
that was before the draft.
Right. which I think had he would have had a different answer to that, right? And I don't know what that perfect answer is. If his answer was, I'm just happy to be in this position, right? Not
But I
saying
don't think
if
that
I'm
was
not.
the question. What was the question was like the question was about going to the draft. The question wasn't how do you feel about being in this position yet? It wasn't that. It
Well,
was
but I'm saying he could have. Again, I don't know what the perfect answer would have been, but I
right.
will tell you the answer that he gave was not the right answer. Now,
Okay. So
had he would have been drafted in the first round, then yeah, okay, his thoughts, his prediction, what his agent was telling him was correct. But the fact that he wasn't, and the end result didn't go the way he wanted it to go, and apparently he had obligations. Chris was saying he had obligations the next day, blah blah blah. But we see that he's at home watching the draft.
yeah,
On the
obligations
TV,
to
like,
get on a flight and get out of the cameras and all the everyone mocking him. That's what his obligation was. So,
but he's still getting drafted though. That's my problem.
okay,
And
but how many prospects actually go to the draft, Sneaky? How many prospects actually go to the draft? Like 17. Like there's not a lot of them actually there. There's about half of them. All right. He went, right? And he didn't get picked on day one. All right. He was projected and he was thinking that he would get picked on day one. Therefore, he booked his flight home the next day in the morning to go home. So if you're going to go home, like Brian, okay, so you're comparing him to Brian Branch, right? The safety out of Alabama. That's a bit of a different story because Brian Branch wasn't a guaranteed first round pick. There was a good chance Brian Branch would go on a day 2 pick as well. So it's like they're not really comparable,
well, I mean, no, okay, the only reason, and I'll put it like this: the video that he made was not a good look. Bottom line.
Okay, but okay,
bottom line.
Okay.
Because hold on. And I appreciate you defending him because Will Levis is not here, obviously. Okay,
right.
So you're defending him, which I appreciate. But I'm just trying to say honestly that I see it as a flaw.
All right. Okay.
And the fact that he didn't get picked up, right? He didn't get picked up in the first round. Some people had him. I think Vegas even had him. Had the odds that he was going to be the number one pick overall.
Right. Like there were people betting that he would be. Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm positive, right? I'm sure that he could have said to his representative or to whoever else, I think I want to stay today. I'm pretty sure. And the fact that he accepted
why would you want to stay after that? You were shown 37 times. I mean, do you see, like, he kept his cool. He could have walked away from the cameras.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, when you're in that position, you have no choice but to keep your cool.
I mean, you can walk.
You can act out how you want, but it wouldn't look good, right? It would make it look good.
Right.
But I'll say that. I'll say this: the fact that he didn't stay the second day. Now, and look, if he would have stayed the second day after knowing what he said, and I'm surprised none of his people said, "Yeah, I wouldn't have said that," because now what? Because they didn't talk all the options with him. Okay.
He's like
because
20
if I was
years
his agent, hold on. If I was his agent and I heard that he made that comment, I would have told him, "Yeah, we may look if it don't happen today, we may have to come back." And if he says why, then I would go into the whole character issue. Because the thing that I will say this, okay, is similar, not similar, but it's the whole idea. Remember how everybody bitches about how Eli didn't want to play for San Diego and how that made him look entitled, even though he's going to be picked the number 1 overall. In a sense, I can't compare the two, but I could understand why people feel the way they did. People to this day are still talking about how John Elway didn't want to play for the Baltimore Colts. To this day, that was in that era.
Yeah.
So the fact that he, again, I'm going to say it again too, robbed an opportunity to engage with the fans for the first time and even embrace them. Because I'm going to tell you, that kid that was from Alabama that got drafted to the Bears,
Yeah.
everybody embraced, not just the Lion fans, everybody embraced him. And I don't know, I mean, I hope he does the Titans fans right. I hope he, he goes off and
I don't think he did them wrong either. To say he did them wrong,
and that's your opinion, and I respect that.
How did he? There's just as good of a chance as they draft a player that didn't even have the opportunity to be there. I mean, I wouldn't say he did that. He robbed them of a chance. I would. But why robbed? I mean, it's
yeah. And I'm going to stand by what I said.
But
because of the fact that from what I saw and how amazing I felt that all the fans got to embrace their number one pick, the first round. Granted, we didn't have that opportunity because our guy wasn't there, right? But it would have been an awesome moment to have Banks. I would have preferred Banks to be there, but it is what it is. He obviously declined the.
He didn't get invited.
Or maybe he wasn't even offered an invite. I don't even know. I'm assuming he was, and there was a lot of other players that didn't show up, which is okay. I get it. And for those that were there and then and then left, but again, it's how Will Levis left. That's my thing.
That's the thing, is it's two different nights. It's not like he left in the middle of the draft halts for a day. It doesn't start till the next night. So it's not like he, it's not like he was sleeping over in the green room or anything. It's not like that. It's like he's, it's a day. It's 24 hours later that he is.
I've been talking about this for 20 minutes.
You can go back there.
Well,
stop crying,
right.
Positively. Stop crying. All right, stop crying. Wine. That's all I hear from you.
Well, I mean, okay, to be fair, to Mike's point, we're just going to have to, I guess, agree to disagree because you have a stance, which I respect, which I respect. I'm not going to say that you're wrong for thinking how you're thinking, and I'm not going to say I'm right for thinking the way I'm thinking. But I will say this, I am right. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I mean, at the same time, I appreciate you defending him because again, he's not here to defend himself. And if he was on the show and he wanted to talk about this, I'm definitely open to have that conversation. I just think, in my opinion, and I mean, you could go ahead. You could say your last bit, and then I'll put a button on top. Go ahead, Gabe. What you got?
When we heard he wasn't gonna be there the night. First of all, he probably did talk to his agent about it, not going, and his agent probably told him not to go because he was humiliated the night before, right? Branch wasn't Branch's face wasn't shown 37 times. Branch was chill. Will Levis was shown 37. I was singing his praises when he announced he wasn't going to be there night two because I was like,
and to be fair, I mean, I'm going to assume Branch didn't make a video saying, if I'm not going to be
okay, but Will Levis
I didn't know.
Make a video.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, just the video itself is not a good look.
Will Levis didn't make a video. It was a press interview.
Right, and he gave the answer.
The question was about going to the green room day one. And he gave his honest opinion. I'm not going to want to go if I don't have a good idea that I'm going to be a first round pick.
WTF, what do you got?
Oh, no, I was just saying it was a comment that he made. It wasn't a video, the comment.
Right, the comment. It just happened to be videotaped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that so, and I'll say that, and then we can probably end it on here because I do want to get your take on the Giants draft. My final thoughts on this is the fact that, and you guys already know, it wasn't a good look, in my opinion. And we'll see how this thing turns out. If if he goes off and be's the next Tom Brady, I'm sure everybody will forget this. And again, who am I? Out of everything, out of all this, who am I? Right? I'm just a guy with a podcast that talks about giant football on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitch, all that good stuff, right?
Right.
Oh, and the Northeast Streaming Sports. Yeah.
A lot but a lot of people said like that, like there are people like you that think it's a bad look. There are people like you that think it's a bad look. But there's also people that, agreed that he shouldn't have gone night 2. Like there are people that agree because it's just
I'm not here to change those people's views. I'm just here to say again, because I don't, like I said, I do not like Aaron Rodgers because he lied. And that's a whole different. I remember I made that comment at work sometimes, like, oh, he didn't lie. Yeah, he did. And some people don't think he did. Okay, all right. I respect your opinion, and I'm gonna hold solid with mine. And again, I think that and I'll end it with this, and then Gabe, I want to get your reaction on the draft. If his agent was smart enough, and I'll say this, if his agent was smart enough to say, to hear him say what he said on that interview, I'd have been like, yeah, we're gonna have to stay day 2.
All right, Sneaky,
because you said that.
All right. I understand, but let's be real. Put yourself. He's 20. Okay, so he's 23, right? Did you say everything when you were 23? Did you say everything exactly correct? I mean, like, it's not like he's a 40-year-old who is.
I'm not saying he's a 40. I'm not saying that.
It's a different situation.
All I'm saying is, look, especially being a leader, especially being quarterback of a football team, in the NFL. His actions alone, and you can't compare when I was 20. I mean, to be fair, if I was 20, let's see, 20. How old is he? 20 what?
23.
23. Yeah. I was in the Army.
Right.
I was in the Army then. So yes, I did watch what I said.
Yeah,
okay?
but
right. No, I was just saying, if
go ahead, WTF. How do you feel about the Giants draft?
WTF, what were you saying?
Oh, I was saying that even if just say you were just like a person who was working a 9 to 5 at 23, or you were in college. I think how Gabe said the trained something about. No, I'm gonna let it go.
Like a team trading up into the first round.
No, I'm gonna let it go because I just lost my whole train of thought.
All right, Gabe. On that thought, what are your thoughts on the Giants draft?
I thought it was a real like Shane's draft last year. I was happy with last year's draft, but I knew there were some flaws. And I knew that it would be way better this year because Shane got his own staff. He put together his staff. He had a year or two go out and go all to all the colleges. I mean, Shane was going to 2 games a day on Saturdays. So I knew it would be a really I was pretty confident it would be a pretty great draft this year. And it turns out it was, I mean, all 3 guys we got in the first 3 rounds. We got Deontay Banks, who's going to be a lockdown corner for us, scheme fit, and someone that can learn under Adoree for the year and learn and phase into the cornerback 1 role. You got John Michael Smith, who's a day 1 starter, a lot of experience playing in college, just a monster in the run game wise. And he's going to be really nice for Saquon running up the gut. I'm not going to lie. And then you got Hyatt, who's just a speedster. I mean, I think Shane worded it perfectly. If you told me, before the draft that I could get Hyatt, Schmitz, and Banks all on day 1 and day 2, I would have called you crazy. I mean, that's what Shane said, and I would have too. I mean, Hyatt was projected to possibly go to the Chiefs at 31 in the first round. So I didn't even think he would be there for us at 57, much less the 3rd round. So
So the pick that I'm really satisfied on is that Jordan Riley pick from Oregon.
Oh, I wasn't huge. I liked the pick after looking at it, but he wasn't a guy that was really like, I think he would have gone undrafted, to be honest. I think he would have gone undrafted.
Yeah, and I, you know what? And I can't say I know or don't know.
Like there weren't a lot of like write-ups, even like by draftnetwork.com. There were, or anyone else. There weren't a lot of things out there about him. But listen, he's never gonna be, he's a 7th round pick. He's gonna be a developmental guy. He's a 7th round pick for a reason, obviously. And not that's a knock on him, but he is. And I'm sure he will be someone the Giants would like to develop. But Shane said the main reason they drafted him is just because of the monster, the body type.
Right. Yeah.
So,
exactly. Yeah. What is he, like 6'5", and he said his wingspan and all that?
Yeah, it's crazy. But with that, I got to head out for the night. But
all right.
Very happy overall with the Giants draft. They add good depth. I like the running back out of Oklahoma, his Eric Gray
Yes.
out of Oklahoma. I like that pick a lot. A little reminds me a little of Ahmad Bradshaw, a little, because of his size.
Only thing I see on some of his highlights, he doesn't have that breakaway speed.
Right. Yes, that's
the only thing that I noticed about him. But I think it's still a good pick.
But he's a one cut. Like if he one cut and he's gone. Like that's like
Right.
he's not like fast. Like, but he's fast. I mean, he's gonna be he's someone that I like to pick because he does things Saquon doesn't do as well. Like he does like catching and blocking, and that's what we really needed because that will let Saquon, take snaps off, or rest, go to the sidelines. So I like the draft though. Thought we got really good, solid players. I didn't have one pick that I really, throw my arms up over, So I was pretty happy with the draft overall. So,
well, I'm gonna have to be closing the show down here in a little bit. Gabe, let me hear it one time.
Let's go Giants! Ow!
I appreciate you, man. So, WTF, real quick. What grade do you give the Commanders in their draft?
A+.
I'm surprised you guys didn't go quarterback.
Nah.
Who'd you
I
get?
forgot.
You guys drafted Forbes in the first round, right? That cornerback.
Yeah.
No,
I thought we would have gotten like a quarterback in like the later rounds, but we didn't. So I don't know. I know we got Sam Howell and Jacoby Brissett, but I don't know who our third is. I think we signed
you guys did pick
two.
up Brissett.
I think we signed like 2 or 3 undrafted kids.
Okay.
So
I guess we'll see.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
How have you been?
I've been good, man. I've been good.
What about you, Positive Philly?
I've been good, bro.
As soon as I get off air, I'm gonna take some. They got me some muscle relaxers for my freaking neck.
Muscle relaxers?
Let me ask you a question though.
What's up?
So you bashing Will Levis for not staying for the second night. How come we didn't stay for the third day?
How come I didn't go for the third day?
Yeah, I saw you left on Friday, right?
Yeah, we went Thursday, Friday. Well, I'm going to tell you why I didn't go the third day, Philly. I'm married, and I compromised. I had to make a compromise of our trip, and I promised the mama boss that was the day we were going to go shopping, or she and my baby girl were going to go shopping. So that's why I didn't go the third day. And I didn't make any video talk about if I didn't, go the first day, I'm not going to go the next 2 days. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Philly, let me hear it one time.
Go Birds. Let's go Giants.
Appreciate you. WTF. Let me hear it one time, man.
Let's go Giants, Al.
I felt the pain in that one. Guys, I appreciate it. Carson, I still see you. I got you Thursday. Ralph El Capitan, come on Thursday, man. I got you. All right, I got you. I want to thank everybody that was on the show today, that asked questions. Hold on, let me put this one up for Danny real quick. Danny says Eagles didn't win the Super Bowl this upcoming season. It's going to be a failed season. Forget getting to the playoffs. You have to win the bowl, bottom line. Yes, you do. And hopefully that'll be us this year. Anyway, great show. Great show. And I got the hiccups too. What the hell? Anyway, how about we do this Thursday? All right. We jump in again Thursday and kind of make this happen. Greg, I want to see you on my show one time, homie. You keep coming on TikTok, but I'd love to see you on the show. Anyway, for everyone that sees this now or in the future, please make somebody happy. And parents that are raising their kids to be Dallas Cowboy fans, you know that's child abuse. I'm just saying. Anyway, I love y'all. Be good. Make someone smile. And, of course, let's go Giants. Ow!
Is this thing on?
It's your boy, Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants.